They say the deepest wounds come from family. Mine came on what should have been the proudest day of my life, my college graduation. I stood in our grand living room, still wearing my graduation gown, my summa cum laude honors cord glinting in the afternoon light. The house buzzed with guests, the air thick with the scent of expensive catering and even more expensive perfume. My father, Marcus Bennett, CEO of Bennett Industries, held court near the marble fireplace, champagne in hand. And of course, Isabella will be following in my footsteps, he announced, gesturing to my older sister, already lined up for the executive training program. Pride radiated from his voice as Isabella preened under the attention, her designer dress probably worth more than my entire year's tuition. I lingered near the edge of the crowd, clutching my economics degree with honors, earned through countless sleepless nights and 3 part-time jobs. Not that anyone had noticed. To them, I was just Sophia, the second daughter, the afterthought. "What about Sophia?" someone asked. Another Bennett joining the company? The silence that followed felt like ice crawling down my spine. My father's face tightened, that familiar look of disappointment settling in. Sophia. He swirled his champagne, not meeting my highs. Well, she has different ideas about her future. Different. The word hung in the air like poison. What he meant was that I had refused to join Bennett Industries. Instead, I had accepted a junior position at a small tech startup, believing in their vision despite the lower starting salary. My mother, Victoria Bennett, stepped forward, her social mask firmly in place. We tried our best with Sophia, but she sighed dramatically. Sometimes our mistakes have minds of their own. The room went deadly quiet. Several guests shifted uncomfortably. Mother. Isabella gasped, though I caught the slight smirk playing at her lips. Mistake. The word echoed in my head, burning into my memory. Years of being overlooked, of having my achievements dismissed, crystallized in that single moment. My father didn't contradict her. He simply took another sip of champagne, his silence an endorsement. Even the guests, these supposed family friends, just awkwardly looked away. I stood there frozen as the weight of that word crushed against my chest. Mistake. The magna cum laude honors meant nothing. The scholarships I'd earned, the internships I'd secured on my own merit, all meaningless to them. My Aunt Patricia, always quick to pile on, added with Fox sympathy. At least Isabella makes up for it. A true Bennett through and through. That was the moment something inside me hardened. I carefully set down my graduation cap, straightened my shoulders, and walked to the door. No one tried to stop me. No one called my name. Sophia. My father finally spoke as I reached for the handle. Don't be dramatic. Your mother didn't mean. Yes, she did. I cut him off, my voice steady despite the storm raging inside. But that's okay. Your mistake is leaving. I walked out of that house and never looked back. They had no idea that their mistake had already been quietly building something revolutionary. The startup that offered me a job. I wasn't just joining as an employee. I was becoming a founding partner, bringing with me a revolutionary algorithm I developed during college. My family thought I was throwing away my future by not joining Bennett Industries. They didn't know that I was about to disrupt their entire industry. That was 10 years ago. Now, I sit in my penthouse office, watching the sun set over the city skyline. The word mistake no longer haunts me. Instead, it fuels me. My algorithm evolved into Mintech Solutions, a company that transformed how artificial intelligence is used in business. Last year, we went public with a valuation that made even tech giants take notice. The message notification on my phone pulls me from my thoughts. It's from my assistant. Ms. Bennett, your father is in the lobby. He says it's urgent. I smile slightly, remembering the last time I saw him. The great Marcus Bennett would never come to my office unless something was terribly wrong. After 10 years of silence, of pretending I didn't exist, he's here. And I know exactly why. Bennett Industries is failing. Their outdated technology can't compete in today's market. Their stock has been plummeting for months. They need a miracle. They need me. The mistake has become their last hope. I press the intercom, send him up. It's time to show them exactly what their mistake has become. But first, let them wait. Just like I did, all those years ago, waiting for their approval that never came. I turn back to the window, watching my reflection in the glass. The scared graduate in a polyester gown is gone, replaced by a woman in a tailored suit, CEO of a billion-dollar company. The intercom buzzes again. Your father is here. I straighten my jacket, a small smile playing at my lips. Give me 5 minutes. Let him sit there, in my waiting room, surrounded by magazine covers featuring my success. Let him realize that his mistake now has the power to either save or destroy everything he built. Sometimes the best revenge isn't serving cold justice, it's becoming exactly what they said you couldn't be. And I've become so much more than they ever imagined. I let exactly 7 minutes pass before opening my office door. My father sits in one of the leather chairs, his once immaculate suit slightly wrinkled, his confident posture replaced by something more desperate. The great Marcus Bennett looks old. Sophia. He stands, trying to summon his old authority. But in this office, my office, that power doesn't exist. Father. I stay behind my desk, gesturing to the chair. Please sit. He does, and for a moment, neither of us speaks. Through the floor-to-ceiling windows, the city sparkles beneath us. My empire, built without his name or connections. You look. He pauses, searching for words. You've done well for yourself. I raise an eyebrow. Is that why you're here? To comment on my appearance? He shifts uncomfortably, his eyes darting to the awards lining my walls, the magazine covers featuring my face. The latest one reads, Sophia Chen, the woman revolutionizing AI, Mintech's $12 billion innovation. Chen. I took my grandmother's maiden name after leaving. Another detail that must sting. Bennett Industries, he finally says, his voice catching. We're in trouble. I know. I keep my voice neutral. Your stock dropped 60% last quarter. Your technology is outdated. Major clients are leaving. I pull up a holographic display, his company's declining numbers floating between us. You need a miracle. We need Mintech's AI integration system, he admits. Without it, we'll be bankrupt within months. I stand, walking to the window. Below, the Bennett Industries building stands in the shadow of my headquarters, a fitting metaphor. And Isabella? Your perfect hair? Can't she save the company? His silence speaks volumes. Isabella, for all her executive training, couldn't adapt to the changing market. Her arrogance, so like our parents, blinded her to the technological revolution I saw coming years ago. He clears his throat. She resigned last week, moved to Europe with her husband. Of course she did. Isabella always knew how to abandon a sinking ship. Mother must be devastated, I say, not bothering to hide my sarcasm. Her perfect daughter, leaving her to deal with her. What was the word? Oh yes, mistake. Sophia, about that day. Save it. I turn back to face him. I'm not interested in apologies 10 years too late. He stands abruptly, desperation cracking his facade. What do you want? Money? A position on the board? Name your price. I laugh, the sound sharp in the quiet office. Money? Father, look around. I have more money than Bennett Industries ever had. My company's market cap is 12 times yours. Or rather, what's left of yours. Then what? His voice rises. What do you want? Nothing. I sit back down, perfectly calm. I don't want anything from you, not anymore. We'll lose everything, he whispers. The company, the house, our reputation. Your mother, this will destroy her. Like you tried to destroy me. He flinches. I pull out a folder, sliding it across the desk. But unlike you, I'm not cruel. Inside is an offer. Mindtech will acquire Bennett Industries, will integrate your remaining viable technology, retain 60% of your workforce, and provide you and mother with a comfortable retirement package. His hands shake as he opens the folder. This is a hostile takeover. No, Father. This is mercy. I stand again, my heels clicking on the marble floor as I walk around the desk. You have 24 hours to accept. After that, I'll offer the same deal to your board directly. They'll accept it, with or without your approval. You do this to your own family? Family? I lean against my desk, looking down at him. You made it very clear I wasn't family. I was a mistake, remember? He stares at the papers, decades of pride warring with desperation. And if I sign? Then the Bennett name survives, albeit under the Mindtech umbrella. You and mother keep your social standing, your country club memberships, your comfortable lifestyle. I smile slightly, without the power you're so accustomed to. The sun has fully set now, the office illuminated by the city lights below. In their glow, I see the moment my father finally understands. His mistake didn't just succeed, she surpassed everything he ever built. You planned this, he says slowly. All of it. No, father. You did. The moment you and mother decided I wasn't good enough, you set this in motion. I walked to the door, opening it. 24 hours. Choose wisely. He stands, clutching the folder like a lifeline. At the door, he pauses. Your mother, she wants to see you. No, my voice is firm. The only contact from now on will be through lawyers. That's the price of your mistakes, not mine. After he leaves, I pour myself a glass of whiskey, the same brand he used to celebrate Isabella's achievements with. The irony doesn't escape me. My phone buzzes, a message from my head of acquisitions. Bennett Industries board is already calling. They want to know if we'll negotiate separately. I smile, remembering all the family dinners where I sat silently, watching them praise Isabella while ignoring my existence. The graduation party where they called me their mistake. The years of doubt and pain their words carved into my soul. Tell them we'll talk tomorrow, I reply. After Marcus Bennett learns what it feels like to be powerless in his own company, standing at my window, watching the city I now helped shape, I raise my glass in a silent toast. The mistake they tried to erase now controls their fate. The daughter they dismiss now decides their future. Sometimes the best revenge isn't proving them wrong. It's becoming so powerful that they're forced to admit it themselves. The message I've been waiting for flashes on my screen. Bennett Industries stock suspended from trading. Markets expect imminent takeover. I close my eyes, letting 10 years of vindication wash over me. Tomorrow the business world will be abuzz with the news. Mintech acquires Bennett Industries. They'll call it a strategic merger, a smart business move. But I know the truth. It's not just business. It's justice. And justice, like revenge, is best served by success. I pick up my phone, sending one final message to my father's number. The mistake says goodbye. Then I block his number, turn back to my empire, and finally completely let go of the girl who once desperately sought her family's approval. She doesn't exist anymore. In her place stands a woman who turned their greatest insult into her greatest triumph. And that's no mistake.